I wonder if there could be more animals in this world, like chickens or something.
That would actually be an interesting mod.
I wonder if they have that yet.
Chickens, ducks,
Or would that be
scorpions.
too, like, realistic or something?
I don't know. I think it would fit.
You can have funny-looking chickens. I spent all day just collecting wood. I don't know what I should be doing.
Making farms, looking for poop.
Oh, yeah. Where is... It's over there. As long as I have enough of this to make a hat in case summer decides to show up.
Yeah, I think your next priority is to find some beefaloes.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Because you were low on food. Well, at least you got a bunch of nuts. Gobble them nuts.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you such a terrible person?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Why would you say that?
Because you are.
Okay. This game does make me kind of sleepy.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it doesn't have any music. Like when we play Kirby, Kirby's always got like happy doo-doo-doo stuff going on.
Maybe.
And there's like silence and birds. And the pig man just sitting there. God damn, he is ugly.
Aw.
Wow.
You're mean.
He's just like, he's not even the king. He's just incredibly obese. Like, I can't move my legs.
That's how they determine who's ready to lead the pigs, is who can ever gain the most fat.
Whoever is the fattest and least mobile becomes the king.
Oh my god.
You have proven your dedication to our tribe by planting yourself down on the ground.
Yeah, like, whoever falls and can't get up is king.
Maybe that's what those obelisks are for. They were gonna like pin him in there. Just build a solid wall of those things around him to hide their shame.
Oh, that sounds like Edgar Allan Poe story. And they go into the cellar, the wine cellar, and then he like puts him in this room, and then he like builds up the wall and traps him in there.
Is that the one with the beating heart?
No, that's a different story. Although that's pretty messed up too.
I'm not very cultured when it comes to literature. Unless you count video games.
No. Video games are not culture.
Oh, God. I think there's more interesting stories in video games.
Possibly.
I don't know.
I thought Edgar Allan's Poe stuff was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I have read a couple of them, but...
You're just a cranky bastard, that's all.
No, it's just reading a story is fine and dandy, but when you're actually playing a game alongside it, it's even better. Even though sometimes the stories can be kind of dumb.
Although newer games are more, instead of... And I guess they're still stories, but they're kind of like movies.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
Which apparently that new game with the... Was it 5 hours long and half of it cinematics? Yeah. That's just impossible.
I've heard that it can be 10 hours long, depending. I don't know. I don't care.
Depending
It's a
on how
first-person
bad you are.
shooter, so I'm probably never going to play it. Unless it's free somehow. Which it probably won't ever be for me.
Maybe someday. Someday you'll get gifts.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like PlayStation Plus.
Oh, that too.
Because that's how I got... That's the only reason I played Bioshock Infinite. Or is it Bioshock Infinity? No, it's Bioshock Infinite. Why is it even Infinite? Like... I played through that whole game and I don't remember anything about Infinite. Unless there's like the infinite possible dimensions.
I thought they screwed up the whole infinite dimension thing, though.
Kinda. Yeah. I don't know. I mean... I guess spoilers if you haven't played the game, but...
I didn't even go that far.
The whole thing about... I don't even know how to begin. It's just really dumb. I didn't like it at all.
Well, if you decide to try and actually explain it, I'm here to listen to. So.
Okay, so you play as Booker, and you go to that amazing, cool floating city.
That's like America 1950s.
Yeah, because that's when it takes place. And the head of that place, spoilers, ends up being Booker from like an alternate dimension. And so the only way to stop that terrible city, terrible but beautiful city, from being created is to kill Booker. Yeah, like himself. But that would make sense if they actually went back in time and killed him before the split happened. But instead, they kill the Booker that had... It's like, okay, imagine the whole Back to the Future thing where there's like a fork in time, right? Mm-hmm. You go all the way back to before the fork, and then you kill him, and then fine, the other fork won't be created. But in the game, they don't go back in time to that fork. They bring Booker from this fork, from the top fork, back to here, before the fork, and kill that present day Booker. So you're not changing anything. They'd have to go back in time and kill him before all this shit happened.
Have you seen if there's any articles trying to explain it to, like, say that was okay?
It doesn't matter if they try to say it is or not, because it's not okay. It doesn't
No, I
make
meant,
sense.
like, other fans, like, just, I don't know, debates or something on it.
Oh. I'm not invested enough to care to go digging around for that shit.
But it sounds funny.
It just doesn't make sense, and I wish I could say it better without stumbling over my words, but...
That's okay, you can figure out and write out a rant sometime and then actually have it, like, this is exactly what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but then my opinion's out there, and I don't care enough to get into arguments and debate it.
Well, not about that specific topic, but I mean, I know you nerd rage over other things.
I don't know. It's just so many people were like, oh, this is a game of the year, and the story was so good. And I'm just sitting here thinking, this is so stupid. I mean, the story was good up until you got to that point.
I think they kind of screwed up with the one character that was trying to liberate her people, I guess. Oh shit. I don't remember what her name was. But you know the black character, and they try and help her, and then she, like, stabs the little kid for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was fucking stupid. She was a fine character, and then they made her do that, which had absolutely no reason behind it.
Yeah, it's basically like, well, in order to give some moral ambiguity, maybe we'll make her have a bad side and kill an innocent child. That was pretty dumb.
Oh my god, did you really have to do that? It was fine until then.
Well, I don't know. There's people like that in real life.
I guess, but that's fucking stupid.
It is. I know. Wow. Pig Metropolis over here.
Yeah, really. And it sucks because I still can't find any beefalo. I mean, I guess I could just feed the pig stuff, but it's so inefficient.
Now I just can't stop thinking about that whole Booker thing. Okay, let me try to explain it better. So this guy, he fought in a war with General Custard. And after that happened, he felt really shitty about what happened at the, what is that famous battle with Custard? I forget the name of it.
All I know is Battle of the Alamo, and that has nothing to do with it.
No, that's not. Broken Knee? No.
Oh.
Well, you know Custard's Last Stand. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Well, you know that famous battle with Custard, and he murdered a bunch of Native Americans, right?
Yeah.
So Booker was there, and that really fucked him up. And when he got back to his hometown, he's like, I can't do this anymore. I have to atone for what I did in that war. At that point, there's like a split between like... Well, I don't think it's quite at that point. He goes to church, and he's gonna be baptized or some shit. And it's at that point where the timeline splits. In one universe, the one that Booker's in, he says, no, you know what, fuck it, I'm not getting baptized, this is dumb. And then the other one, he does get baptized. The one where he doesn't get baptized is the Booker you play, and he's like a private detective or something. He eventually has a kid, and blah, 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 whatever. The other one, that's where he gets all like reborn again Christian and creates that flying city. So, in order to stop the flying city from being created, because eventually they're a bunch of racists and start war with like New York and all this shit, they're like, we have to go back and stop this. What is that guy's name? Alternate Booker. I don't remember his name. I think it's Cumberstock.
I remember it being vaguely sexual or something.
Cumber?
Let's just call it Cumberbatch.
Cumbercock? Whatever his name is. They're like, we have to go back and stop him from creating this, and the only way to do that is to stop him from being born. And the whole thing is stopping him from being quote-unquote born or reborn, right? So they go back to the time right before he gets that baptism. And that's, you would want to kill Booker from that timeline, right? So he would never be reborn. But they don't kill the Booker from that time. They kill the Booker that went back in time to that timeline. You see what I'm saying?
Fuck logic.
So it's like... it's so dumb. It's like if I needed to go back in time to stop myself from doing something terrible in 1995, right? So we go back into 1995 together, but instead of killing me of 1995... which would erase me, I guess. You just kill me, the adult me. So 1995 me is still there. He's still gonna do whatever the hell. And this whole story is just dumb. It's broken. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they did that so that they can be like later on, oh look, it's a sequel to this because we were fucking stupid.
I don't know. Then you play the end of the game. Well, I mean, that is the end of the game, but then you sit around for after the credits and you see that Booker is still alive. So, I don't know. It's just really weird to me. It doesn't make sense. And even if you did go back in time and stop that one Booker from being reborn, if there's parallel dimensions anyways, there's always going to be another one somewhere, so what the hell's the point? You just went back in time and killed this guy who freaking saved you and freed you from this life of, like, prison. And just killed him for nothing. It's so dumb. I don't know. It sucks because, like...
And now I'm trying to remember, weren't there like 4 different versions of her killing him or something?
Yeah, because they were all, like, coming back from the future. Like, we have to stop it from happening. This is the point where it branches out, so, like, a bunch of them come back to do it. But they're still killing the wrong one.
Derp derp.
Unless by going back in time, he's like physically going into his old body. I don't know. It's weird. I will say though,
doesn't feel good to nerd rage sometimes.
That city that they created,
besides the racism, was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I really wish you could have explored it more, but it's like, you get there and you explore a little bit, then you go to the fair and everything goes to hell and you pretty much don't get to explore anymore. From then on out, it's basically just shooting up everybody.
And getting killed by George Washington mechas.
Yeah. They have such imagination and it's so, like, beautiful and creative and fun to look at and explore. It just sucks that it has to be a first-person shooter at the same time, so most of the time, you're not really doing any of that stuff, you're just shooting up stuff.
And it's basically first-person shooters in a nutshell.
I don't know, maybe that's video games in a nutshell, but...
I don't know, but I enjoy playing games like this where you can explore. But maybe this is too passive for most people.
I'm just wondering, like, if it was an RPG, if there would have been more an opportunity to explore and interact with the world. Because there really isn't much interaction besides, like, eating everything you find.
Hey, I found this in the garbage. Oh, no.
Pretty much. Oh, well. I wonder if they've made any games since then. It's been a while.